All right, guys, today I got my friend Steve Shaheen here with me, and he wanted to check out the Nano Cortex as well. So what we're going to do is create a boosted profile for both of us with an amp of our choice. And before we do that, because we're doing boosted profiles, I mean, I have a pretty decent boost collection here, but we're going to head to Motor City and check out some other boost pedals, and maybe we'll come back with another option that we could try out. So we'll kind of review a boost pedal at the same time as do a boosted capture on the Nano Cortex for you guys, and then we'll dial everything in for Steve, get it the way he likes it. We'll dial everything in for myself, get it the way I like it on the amp that I'm going to capture, and then he's going to play a full mix and do some riffs for you and give you his honest opinion about this, and I'm going to do the same. So let's go ahead and head over to Motor City Guitar now and see what we can find.
Hey!
What's up, Marty?
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, well.
So we're just going to shoot a quick little shopping trip. We're going to pick out a couple of pedals, and we're going to do an episode on the Nano Cortex with boosted captures.
Cool.
So yeah,
nice.
kind of fun. So
Very cool.
so the reason why we like Motor City Guitar is we get 100% off on everything when we buy stuff here. got Marty on camera. Okay.
Fingers over here.
Might have to pick one of these walruses, but I don't know which one's which here.
I can ask Marty real quick.
I'm gonna look it up right here. Give me the Walrus Audios.
So you're getting this one?
Well, no, not necessarily. I was
No?
just looking at it. Because I didn't know what knobs it had on until we pulled it out.
Oh, I see.
I think it's got 5 modes, which is cool,
Oh,
but it doesn't have a mid though. So it's like sometimes if wherever they set the mids, you're stuck with that
oh, I see.
without being able to change it. And sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad.
Yeah, maybe the modes will help with that though. I'll see with the hyperdrive, right? Yeah. So it's got volume, tone, and drive.
That actually could be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot of people are demoing it and stuff. Okay, so we just got back from Motor City Guitar and had an awesome shopping experience there, and we came home with the, what is this, the Walrus Audio Ages. And this looked really interesting because it's got a lot of cool features. I mean, you have the typical volume and gain, but you also have the bass and treble, and then you have a mode switch here. And you have 4 modes that you can switch through, and it has a dry knob, which gives you like a clean boost that you can kind of feather in along with the rest of the stuff that the pedal's doing if you want a little more thickness or fullness in the amp that you're boosting. So we figured that'd be pretty cool, you know. And actually, Steve's the one that picked this one out and saw it and pointed it out to me. And
yeah, I like that it had 5 modes in there. You can kind of pick which one.
That's kind of cool. And I love Walrus Audio. They make great pedals. I mean, my Julia is freaking awesome. I love it. So we're going to give this a try. And your amp of choice is what?
So I want to use, just because I have it at home and I want to see how this sounds through it, I want to use the EVH Stealth.
Red channel, right?
Yep, red channel. And just because I want to see how this pedal reacts to it, because if it sounds good, I might get it too.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to dial that in really quick, and then we're going to do a capture of, well, basically we're going to dial his amp in with the pedal, and then we're going to dial the Revv in. That's the amp I chose, the Revv G50 with the pedal, and then we're going to capture both of them. And then after we're done capturing them, we're going to dial in the presets for us, and then we're going to play some riffs and talk about what we're experiencing, and then we'll obviously play in a full mix. And we're not going to show the capturing process because you guys already know what it is. It's just a bunch of R2-D2 noises, and it's just boring.
Right.
So, but after I'm done capturing both amps, we'll go ahead and play them and, you know, tell you what we're experiencing. And again, these will be boosted captures, and what we're going to do is we're going to do DI captures. That way we can use the impulse responses and see how it sounds with those. I already know my impulse responses are freaking legit as hell.
Yeah, and that's my favorite way to capture things now, because you get the best sound capturing a DI, and then you can put any impulse that you want.
Yep. In fact, I'm starting to kind of lean more towards DIs now, because my customers are. My customers that buy stuff on my website, most of them prefer DIs.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm like,
all I use if I'm not using the real amp is that. And even when I'm using the real amp, I'll usually go straight in just the preamp, so it's a DI anyway, and then I'll add some IRs, you know, in Cubase or whatever, and that's, you know, that's the sound. Yeah. Sounds great.
Hey, if that's what you want, you know, that's all that matters, you know, and like I said, that's what a lot of people are preferring. And you know what? I'm okay with it because it's a lot quieter down here when I'm doing captures.
Yeah, I can't stand your mic in a cab, and then you got to worry about how the room sounds, and then it's just irritating. And then when you want to practice, you can't practice for hours like that and just destroying your ears. Even with earplugs, it's like it's not even enjoyable.
Yeah. So what I do is I just do the DIs now, and I'll throw a couple studio captures in just in case for people, but for the most part, everybody wants to use their own IRs. And hopefully you want to use mine, my IR pack, which is linked in the description of the video. And you'll hear our favorite IRs out of that pack tonight, or today, or whenever it is I'm going to air this. I use the Mesa 212 with Vintage 30s and the Royer 121 paired with the SM57, the #1 you know, IR in the pack with that. I mean, that's my favorite go-to. So I just think it sounds incredible. But enough about me and my stupid IR pack. So there's the pedal once again. It's off right now. So we're gonna fire up the EVH Stealth right now, and Steve's gonna tell me what he wants out of the pedal, and I think the amp's pretty much good, right?
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna fine tune the pedal to it, and then we're gonna, you know, move on to the Revv, and then shoot both captures and come back. So let's fire up the amp now and see what you got. Okay, so good on the amp?
Yeah, amp sounds good.
Okay, so let's go ahead and engage the pedal now. I'll switch to that, and here we go.
Is that the last one you went to? Is that number 5?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was a little thicker. I didn't like that as much. I liked the punchierness.
Okay, so you like 4.
Punchierness?
Punchierness.
I liked 4, how it was a little punchier.
Okay, so I'll go back. I'll switch between 4 and 5 for you and see. I thought it was 4 notches, but I guess it's 5. All right, so let me mute the mics and I'll switch between them for you. Okay, so that's the one you want?
Yeah, 4 is a
is
little punchier. There's extra gain on 5 a little bit, but it's thicker. It's almost too thick.
Oh, okay.
For the the chugs.
Okay, so I wonder if we turn the bass down, if that would fix that, or do you want to just
maybe?
stick
I
with
mean,
4?
it could just be a feel thing. Maybe it
Yeah.
sounds. Maybe it doesn't sound thicker, but it feels thicker.
No, that's fine, man. So here are the settings. You can see them on the monitor there. So I feathered in a little bit of the dry, which is basically the clean boost, and that I think that kind of helps fill it up.
I
right?
like that. Yeah, kind of thicken it up, but it's not
Nice.
too much. Because if you
Okay.
put too much, usually when you're
It gets mushy.
yeah, it gets
Yeah.
way too mushy. But if you're just
Okay.
a little bit, I like it.
So here's the settings here. So I got it on the 4th mode or whatever that is, and then a little bit of the dry, and gain all the way down, volume all the way up, and then bass and treble are kind of treble. They're just past noon by a hair. So yeah. So I mean, I think it sounds good in my in-ears.
Yeah.
Sounds
Do you want
freaking
to try
phenomenal.
a tiny bit of the gain on the pedal, or do you think it even needs it? I don't know if it needs it.
I mean, that's up to you, but it's the EVH Red channel.
yeah.
You really want to add more gain to that? I mean,
I don't
we
even
can,
know if we need to.
We can add more gain to the amp. I mean, I got
No, it's
you-
fine. It's,
Okay.
honestly, it feels
All right.
great.
All right, yeah. I mean, everyone's throwing rocks at their TV screens right now. Like, you're going to add gain? Relax, people. We're just talking about stuff. It's just a discussion. So let's double check this and we'll move on.
Sounds good.
Good?
Yeah,
All right.
Feels good. It's punchy.
Yeah, it sounds freaking awesome in my in-ears here. So these are pretty simple settings. I mean, I have volume all the way up, gain all the way down, dry is at 9 o'clock, and I have it on notch 4, and bass and treble are just a hair past noon. So
I'm actually
we're good.
surprised that we didn't have to change the bass and treble, because usually on a lot of these pedals you're cranking the treble up
Yeah.
to get more bite.
Yeah.
And then you're taking the bass down because it's too flubby, but with this one it doesn't do that at all.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds great, and we compared it to a couple other pedals on my board, and this one just seemed to have, I didn't play it yet, I just listened to it, but it seems to have a certain kind of mojo when it comes to the sound. It adds the
it's got
right
some
amount
aggression,
of attack.
and the feel is really nice.
Oh, I can't wait.
yeah,
I
the
can't
feel
wait,
I
man.
like the feel a lot, and you're a feel guy too.
Yeah,
so.
I'm all about the feels when it comes to boost pedals. If it feels weak or hollow or whatever, I'm out. So I'm looking forward to trying this. And again, I love Walrus Audio. I mean, I think that they make some really kick-ass stuff. So
Yeah, and if it's missing when I leave, don't worry about it.
I know where you live. All right, so we're going to turn off the EVH. The pedal is off. Let's go ahead and see what this amp sounds like without the pedal. Here we go. All right, so let me, I think this pedal freaking rules. It's got...
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a great feel to it. I'm going to have to change a few things because that amp is really fat. It's just really fat, so I might have to switch to a different... I think the notch works really good. Maybe I just got to pull some of the bass out, or maybe even some of the dry out. Let's just, let me fine tune it and we'll see what we have. Okay, so go ahead, if you don't mind, turn the fat switch off on the Revv.
Fat.
Third one over, yeah. Let's try that. This sounds freaking awesome, but maybe that fat switch will give you that little extra bite, or having it off will give me that little extra bite I'm looking for. So let's see what we got now. Dude, that sounds freaking amazing. How does it sound on your end?
Sounds good.
Because you're listening in the room.
Yeah, in the room it sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So I'm kind of like torn between notch 4 and 5, you know? So it just kind of depends.
For this amp, I think it's a little different for sure.
Yeah. Yep. The EVH is so aggressive, you know, so you probably don't need it. But yeah, so here's my settings that I came up with here. So I'm on notch 4, which I can completely work with. I mean, I think it sounds great. Gain all the way down. I got the same amount of dry that you had.
You can put it on 5 if you like it that way. It's fine.
It was fine either way, so I'm good. And then I turned the bass down a little bit and the treble up a little bit. So that's kind of like the difference. So, so that's basically it. So now we're going to move on to the part.
We're also playing different guitars too, so that could be a big part of the setting difference.
Yours is a little brighter than mine for sure.
Yeah, it's a little different of a feel.
Yep.
And you have more output in your pickups too.
Yeah, these are the Sonic Ecstasies. What do you have?
These are Dreamcatcher Rainmaker. So they're both Petrucci pickups, but you have the ones that have the higher output.
These are gnarly pickups.
Yeah, that they don't make anymore.
I know.
It's hard to find those darn things.
If you could get a hold of the Sonic Ecstasies, get them, because they're freaking insane.
I got one set in my Kiesel. They're great in the Kiesel.
Yeah, they're awesome. I got mine in my Kiesel too. When we come back in like 1 second, because I'll be editing this, we'll have the captures done and then we'll dial them in real quick. And I'll show you everything on the app, and then we'll do some riffs and mixes, and then and then Steve's going to give us his opinion, and I'll give you kind of a reiterated opinion of mine again from you know, last time I did the video. But so far, I'm really digging the Nano Cortex. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, easy to dial in, easy to use, and I still can't believe how small it is. Well, when we come back, we will have the captures done, so stay tuned for that. All right, so we just finished the captures on both the Revv G50 and on the EVH Stealth Red channel, and we're going to see how they came out, and we're going to go ahead and dial in presets for each of us, and we'll do this as quick as we can. So Steve's going to be listening to the Nano Cortex through the studio monitors I have in the room here, so and he's going to tell me what he needs as far as all the other stuff goes, and I have the app up on the screen so you can see the changes that I'm making. And what we're going for is a lead patch, right? We're just going to dial in
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to dial in some delay for you, and that'll be pretty much it. Probably a noise gate, but he's going to play a lot of rhythms at first just to make sure everything sounds good, and we want to show you what it sounds like as well. So let's pull up the preset. Let's create a new preset. JEL50, that's not it. Where's the EVH Stealth? There it is. 1 second. Wait. I got to pick a cab. Okay, let's go back here. Pick a cab. All right, so 1 second here. Let me mute the mic, and then we'll hear it through the speakers. Okay, so we need to definitely put a noise gate on, but what do you think so far?
It's good, and honestly, we don't need to take a lot of time dialing in the gate anyway, because if I'm not really playing rhythms
leads
for today anyway.
So I got the gate on, but I mean, we'll just leave it where it's at.
It's fine. Yeah, it seems.
You want to? Okay, so we'll go ahead and leave that there, and then what you need next is. So how does it feel and sound to you?
Feels pretty good. We'll have to see how it feels for leads.
Okay,
now, I think rhythm-wise it's fine.
All right, so let's get you some delay. I'm going to pull that up now. And what do you usually do?
Just honestly, what you had earlier was great.
Okay, so
it's like just do your normal
850.
Yeah, that felt good. The one we were playing when we were playing your other profile.
Yeah, so I got you. I think it was like 835. So we'll just leave it there. Mix, we're going to bring up to probably about right there, about 47, whatever. And the rest of it's fine. Oh, we need to turn on ping pong because we want stereo. So let's go back and listen to that. So go ahead and do some shreds and stuff and see what it sounds like. Okay, what was that?
It's a lot of trails there.
Okay, we can turn
I don't
those.
know. Well, in the mix, it might not matter as much, but
I could turn them down a little bit. We're at feedback at 25, so we'll just turn it down to like 20-ish. 20. No, we're at 16 now. That's probably not enough. Yeah, there we go. All right, so you want me to go ahead and save this?
Yeah, let's save that.
So we're good? All right, so that was quick. So we're going to assign this to foot switch 1A. All right, so do a couple more things on it just to make sure, and then we'll fire up your mix, and we'll move on to my stuff. All right, so let's fire up your mix and get her done. All right, so that was a one-take mix because we got to hurry up and wrap up. It's like freaking 10:50 p.m.
Yeah, we started way too late.
Yeah, we started pretty late, but that sounded good on my end, dude. I thought it sounded freaking amazing.
Yeah, felt good. Worked really well, actually.
Yeah. So any critiques about anything that you've experienced with the Nano Cortex so far?
I think it sounds good. I mean, I think I'd probably sit there tweaking just like little tiny details just to get it to feel exactly like how the amp did. But it's darn close.
Oh yeah, I would say. I mean, the thing is we kind of rushed through everything in the video because we could be down here all night. But I mean, for what time we put into it, I think it turned out really good.
Yeah, and this was super last minute too. We were just like, oh shit, let's do it.
Yeah, it was really last minute today. So, but everything sounded good on my end, and we talked off camera while we were kind of setting things up regarding the effects and stuff. Now, what are your thoughts on the delay? Because you're mostly a lead player. What do you think so far?
The delay felt good. It honestly, we turned off the ping pong.
Yeah.
Because there was something weird about the ping pong for some reason. Then it felt like it sat better in the mix without the ping pong on. But I don't know. I think if we sat there and played with it, we would have got it working fine.
Yeah, we didn't really do a deep dive on the dial-ins because we don't want to make this video boring for everybody. So, but I agree. Like as soon I keep dropping my stupid pick. I agree. As soon as we turned the ping pong off for your mix, it just seemed to be better. For my stuff, I like it. But everybody's different, Yeah,
but you're sitting there, you already got it dialed in and written for that and everything.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it sounded really good with everything that we did so far. So I think this thing, especially at first impressions, just quick dial-ins and stuff, I think it works really well. And it does the captures really well, very accurate. And I'm not displeased with it at all,
Yeah, and it shows to me that I need to start practicing again.
Well, you've had an injury on your finger for like a couple months now.
Yeah, so. It's finally working again, but it was almost like 2-3 months of not playing anything.
Yeah, yeah. So I think you did really good. First take and haven't played in 3 months. He has what was it called, trigger finger?
Yeah, it was bad. I was stuck like this. Had to get an injection and everything.
Oh man, so. Not bad at all, So I'm going to hurry and dial in my preset really quick. And maybe if we have time, I'll do a mix. I don't know. I mean, it's getting late, and I don't want to make this video like a marathon. Everybody's already heard me play 1 billion times on the channel. So I don't think I really need to do that. So let me just dial in my preset really quick and just show you what it sounds like. So I did the Revv G50 DI with the Walrus Audio Ages pedal, with different settings. Let's go down here. So we saved yours already. Let's go down to this empty one. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the noise gate ahead of time. So we have to deal with a bunch of racket here. And Revv G50, where is it? There it is, Revv G50P. And then I already have, let's go back. Still learning this software. Okay, there's the cab. So let's switch here. My turn for the cable. Let me mute this thing. Yeah, I think it sounds really good. I have no issues with anything that I'm hearing or feeling right now. I have no adjustments to make on the unit itself. I think it nailed the capture, so I could go live with this right now and dial in all the effects. But I'm going to spare you guys of all that. We already showed you how we did it with Steve, and he played a mix, so there's no need for me to do another mix and make this video a freaking marathon. So you guys already saw my initial video with the Nano Cortex, and I did a full mix in that and dial in and everything. So I just, we just were talking today, and we just wanted to do a video really quick and go shopping for an overdrive pedal and just see how, we could do some boosted captures. And I wanted to see what Steve thought of this, and obviously he wanted to check it out as well. So
Yeah, I think it works good doing the boosted captures in there and having them baked in. It actually, with this, it works. And in the past, when I've done that, it didn't work at all.
Didn't work on the Kemper when I did the
Especially
Kemper
the Kemper,
oh,
for sure.
They were just not good on the Kemper at all, you know. And so I was basing my worries on that, you know. And then so I was like, well, never had luck with boosted captures, and then I did one on this, and I'm like, well, they actually do work really well on this. So as a capture maker and seller, the only issue I would have with this is, what if I'm selling boosted captures, but I'm not using the boost pedal that other people would want? Oh, I want this one, or I want that one.
Yeah, that's true.
So that means I got to make boost captures with 20 different boost pedals. It's just probably not going to happen, but...
You could always do just your favorite, and you know, and then give them a regular without it, you know, so they can add their own.
Well, on the Nano, you can't add one yet. You know, at least in the signal chain, you can do it before it.
You'd have to you have to put it on your pedal board.
Yeah, but
which is so weird that they didn't do that, because then if you put another pedal, you need to have another cable to attach it, plus another power, plus now you have a whole rig.
Yeah. When
you could have just had a standalone unit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why they did that, but
yeah, they should have put one in there, but it is what it is. You know, I mean, I know they can do it in an update, so I'm
sure it will be in there. So I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't base that off of whether I'm going to get the thing or not, honestly.
Oh, no,
it sounds good, so.
It does, and it's not a deal breaker for me like I thought it would be before I tried it. And now that I've done a couple of boosted captures, and you've experienced it as well, I'm convinced that boosted captures are just fine.
Yeah, especially since you can bake it in. It's like, why not just do it? Then you will have a standalone unit, and you're good. So it's like, I mean, there you go.
Yeah, so rest assured, you can do boosted captures, and I think you're going to be just fine with the Nano Cortex. So I'm not worried about it at all anymore. So I'm good to go with this thing. I think it sounds amazing, and I'll be playing it in some live streams on Sunday nights too. I can't wait. So it's going to sound phenomenal.
Yeah, with them boosted in there, then it's, you know, it's a standalone thing. You just take it on the road, just that, and you're good. And
it's so puny. It's just this little thing, and you get this great sound out of it. And I mean, I don't think you can lose with it. I mean, yes, I think the effects we could have more to choose from. But you guys, there's this thing called updates. It's coming, you know, and we'll get the updates. And
pretty much everything I use is in there. I mean, for the most part.
I mean, I could use a little bit more, but I could get by without the extra stuff for now. But the thing that gives me hope is the update. And I have a feeling that the first update for this thing is going to be monumental. It's going to be freaking epic. I mean, they're going to have to really throw down on that first update. So, but anyways, well, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you coming over.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, and for doing this. So I'm so glad we were able to do this video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, you know, to all my Patreon supporters and subscribers, thank you guys so much. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And this is my third take on this. Please subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified every time I come out with a new episode or go live. I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.